GMC has been busy updating its entire showroom recently, and we've gotten a good look at a number of them. We've driven the new 24 Acadia, we are about to see the new 25 Yukon, and now we've had a really good look at this. This is the 2025 GMC Terrain. It's got new styling, it's got new interior, it's got a new trim level as well. Now, what else have they done to the 25 Terrain? Well, let's walk you through it. The trim levels have changed for the 25 model year Terrain. Gone are the SLE and SLT base models, and in their place is this, the new Elevation trim level. Now, it'll probably be a little bit more expensive, but it's going to have more standard equipment, and it does feature some interesting styling things. This one has the black package, so it's got this whole murdered out look, which means you can't necessarily see the changes to the front end that they've made. It's got a new grille that actually more apes the GMC Canyon pickup truck than anything in the SUV lineup, with this X-wing shape, as they call it. It's more visible on the other trim levels, the AT4 and the Denali. But you've also got something interesting on this model. You've got a two-tone trim package, which is the first time we've seen this kind of thing on a GMC SUV. On black models, it'll have a silver painted roof, but on any other color that you might want, it'll have a black painted roof over your chosen color. The other two trim levels to talk about are the AT4 off-road model, which actually does have some off-road chops. It'll have a lifted suspension, specially tuned, some all-terrain wheels and tires. It's got underbody protection, and it also has a specific terrain mode in the drive mode selector, which will act as a kind of a crawl mode. Now, it's not a super heavy-duty off-road vehicle, but if you're, say, living on a dirt road or you have a lot of washboard surfaces to drive every day, might not be a bad thing to have. Now, topping the trim range is the Denali trim level, and that's the famous luxurious version of pretty much every one of GMC's models. It's going to have the most standard equipment. It's got things like 20-inch wheels, it's got chrome trim, it's got a really nice leather interior, and it's probably going to come at a commensurately higher price as well. From a powertrain standpoint, you have pretty much one option only. It's a 1.5-liter engine turbocharged, making 175 horsepower and 203 pounds-feet of torque. Now, front-wheel drive will be standard with all-wheel drive as an option. The front-wheel drive models get a continuously variable transmission, while all-wheel drive models get an 8-speed automatic. When the new Terrain arrives later this year, it's only going to be in the Elevation version, but they're going to come with all-wheel drive, so you're going to have that feature right from launch. Now, if you're looking for something, say, Chevrolet Equinox sized, but a little bit more premium, that's really, I think, where the Terrain is going to come into play. See, the Terrain shares a lot of its bits and pieces with the lesser Chevrolet Equinox, but the interior is really, I think, what sets it apart, because the Terrain's is really very nice. What differentiates it? Well, you look at these screens. First of all, you've got an 11-inch gauge cluster, reconfigurable, and it looks dynamite. It's bright, it's clear, it's easy to see, but the real kicker is this 15-inch diagonal touchscreen, which is straight out of the much larger GMC Acadia SUV.